In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 30th, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Raptors versus New Orleans Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans host the Toronto Raptors Wednesday night in the NBA. The Pelicans come in with a record of 12-8, while the Raptors are 11-9. These two foes split 2 games last season, but the Pelicans have won 3 of the last 4. Looking at the betting trends, the Raptors are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 38-15 against the spread in their last 53 games against a team with a winning record, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Pelicans are 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games following a win, and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record. Head-to-head, the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. The Raptors are 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 meetings overall, and the Raptors are 16-5 against the spread in the last 21 meetings in New Orleans. Looking at the betting trends, the Raptors are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 38-15 against the spread in their last 53 games against a team with a winning record, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Pelicans are 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games following a win, and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record. Head-to-head, the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. The Raptors are 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 meetings overall, and the Raptors are 16-5 against the spread in the last 21 meetings in New Orleans. The Raptors will again be missing Precious Achiuwa and Otto Porter Jr., while the Pelicans will be without Brandon Ingram, with Larry Nance Jr. and CJ McCollum listed as questionable. The Pelicans are on a 2-game losing streak against the spread, while the Raptors have covered in 4 of their last 5. New Orleans is just 3-13 straight up in its last 16 contests against Atlantic Division opponents, and 4-16 against the spread in its last 20 when playing the Raptors at home. Toronto is 10-4 straight up in its last 14 games against the Pelicans, 5-1 straight up in its last 6 against the Southwest Division, and 4-2 against the spread in its last 6 November matchups. The Raptors are starting to heat up now, and they look great in their dominant win over the Cavaliers. The Raptors should be good enough to take advantage of a banged-up Pelicans team in this spot, given New Orleans will be without Brandon Ingram. So the Toronto Raptors to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Pelicans won against the Thunder on Monday, but it wasn't pretty. They only scored 105 points, 11 fewer than their season average. Furthermore, the Raptors rank 7th in team defense, despite having many players out for extended periods of the season. With everyone back in the lineup, expect the defense to tighten up and keep the Pelicans' offense at bay. Based on the Pelicans' production, Vegas has set the total too high here, but without McCollum and possibly Ingram, I don't see this number reaching the total. Additionally, in the last 5 meetings between these two, the under is 4-1. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. San Antonio Spurs versus Oklahoma City Thunder. On Wednesday evening, the San Antonio Spurs traveled to the Paycom Center for a Western Conference road matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Spurs fell 143-138 to the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game. The Thunder lost 105-101 against the New Orleans Pelicans. Looking at the betting trends, the Spurs are 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 road games, 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Thunder are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team below .400, and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games playing on 1 day's rest. Head-to-head, the under is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings overall. The Spurs are 1-4-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings overall, and the Spurs are 7-19-1 against the spread in the last 27 meetings in Oklahoma City. The San Antonio Spurs are in the midst of a painful rebuild, and although they opened the season on a scorching offensive note, they have lost 8 straight games overall and are back where they belong near the bottom of the Western Conference. They traded away the bulk of their star power over the last 1.5 seasons and are left with a bunch of young moving parts. Josh Richardson missed his 3rd straight game with a sprained right ankle, and rookie forward Jeremy Sochan left the game with 4:54 remaining in the first half. Sochan took a knee to his right thigh when his layup attempt was blocked. Consider Richardson and Sochan questionable for this one, and San Antonio does not have many capable NBA bodies to compete every day. It's not often you find the Oklahoma City Thunder in the big favorite role, but it's just a sign of how bad the Spurs are. The San Antonio Spurs have not only lost 8 straight games, but they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 18 points while allowing 54.1% shooting from the field. Yeah, you can't get behind the Spurs in their current form. So the Oklahoma City Thunder to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Entering this game against the Spurs, the Oklahoma City Thunder ranked 4th in pace. They have been sharp on the offensive end, but lackluster defensively, which is a telltale sign of a young team. The Spurs made 18 threes in their last game against the Lakers, and they still served up 143 points in a 5-point loss. I anticipate this game to go a similar way, with the Spurs keeping it close but faltering late once again. San Antonio is 7th in pace, so they like to push the tempo similarly to Oklahoma City. Considering the defensive prowess of both clubs, this appears to be a high-scoring Western Conference affair between 2 young teams. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Rockets versus Denver Nuggets. The Houston Rockets are squaring off with the Denver Nuggets again on Wednesday, a matchup between 2 Western Conference teams headed in different directions. Denver picked up the win in the first game, defeating Houston 129-113. The Nuggets, 13-7 this season, are 4-1 in their past 5, while the 5-15 Rockets are 2-3 in their past 5. Looking at the betting trends, the Rockets are 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team above .600 and 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games following a loss of more than 10 points. The Nuggets are 5-13 against the spread in their last 18 games following a win, 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games against a team below .400, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the Rockets are 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in Denver, and the Rockets are 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 meetings overall. The Rockets are coming into this one almost at full strength except for Yeezy and Tate, who is still out, while the Nuggets are keeping an eye on Zeke and Nagy, Bones Highland, and Michael Porter Jr., who are all questionable. On Monday, Denver struggled early on, and in the second half, they really started to take advantage of Houston's poor defense. I expect that to continue here as Denver was able to find Jokic down low and get some easy points, while the Nuggets also have a solid defense that should be much better in the second game against the Rockets' offense. Meanwhile, in the last 3 games, Houston is playing above expectations, so I do expect a bit of regression here. As in Houston's last 5 losses, all 5 have been by more than 7, and in those losses, the average margin of defeat was 12 points. Along with that, Denver has won 4 of its last 5 wins by more than 5 points, but in those 5 games, the average margin of victory is 11 points. It's always tough to beat the same team twice in a row, but not when the other team is the Rockets, who have struggled all season. Denver are at home where they win by an average of 10 points and shoot 50.4% from the field. The Houston Rockets lose on the road by an average of 8 points. The Rockets are only 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team above .600, and I think that trend continues here. So the Denver Nuggets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. As we saw on Monday night, both these teams can easily get above 100 points. This season, Houston is playing at a pace of 103.1, which ranks 8th, along with an offensive efficiency of 106.3. Denver, meanwhile, is playing at a pace of 100.7, which ranks 20th, but their offensive efficiency is 113.9, which is 2nd in the NBA. Along with that, in Denver's last 8 games, they are averaging 224 points per game, while Houston is averaging 225 points per game. And on Monday, the game combined for 242 points, so I like the over here. I do expect fewer points than on Monday, but these teams can still get a ton of points, especially Denver against this defense. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.